Hello. Hello, lovely ladies. How are you? Come on in, come on in. I am so excited about our live today. I'm super excited about our live today. And if you saw the promos, we're going to have a wonderful live. We're going to be doing a few things in today's live. I'm going to be watching the time because y'all know I have a lot of words. So, girl time can be a ton of talking. But we have a few things on our agenda for Girl Time today. We are going to get a little bit into just what I bought recently, some of my recent finds. I have a pair of beautiful YSL shoes that I have kind of kept. I wanted to do an unboxing because I've never done one on the channel. So I wanted to try that. I bought they're so fly, so I cannot wait to unbox them with you guys. I'm going to be using them for a photo shoot that's coming up soon. Also, I purchased a beautiful candle on Sunday that I want to share with you guys. So we're gonna do like a shopping slash haul. We're also going to, of course, do our, inner work topics. We're gonna have girl time around calling in more money. You guys know that's what I'm focusing in on the channel right now on. And we're also going to talk about our trip to Paris that I'm inviting you guys to Paris. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to get into details about Paris. What else? So we're shopping, we're traveling, we're going to talk about our travel. We're going to get our inner work in. And of course, last week, if you were here on Girl Time, you know I got some twists and I've been trying to figure out like what my style is with the twist. So just catching up there. If you like this twist, then y'all make sure to tell me on IG or in the comments and let me know if this is my style. If it's like, girl, it looks okay on camera, but try all of it up. Y'all just let me know, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm just super excited for you guys as you come in, whether you are able to come in live with me or if you are watching the replay. I want you guys to comment and let me know what it is that you are working on right now in terms of your manifestations. All right. So, in terms of what you're trying to bring forth in your life, the purpose of the community is so that we actually can continue to grow in life and we can continue to create our new identities, level up our lives, and really manifest the things that we want the most, right? Like, that's why we're here. If you're showing up and you're watching, I see your views, right? Go ahead and also come in the comments, let me know just what you're doing, who you are, where you're from, and introduce yourselves to me because it's so weird being a YouTuber because I am talking with you guys. So like you guys get to see me, you guys get to know me, you guys get to know more of my life. But if you don't say anything, I don't get to know you, right? Until like we create an event and you show up. And of course, some of you will be able to attend Paris, some of you won't, et cetera, et cetera. So when we're here on our weekly girl time, um, introduce yourself, right? Let me know who you are. So I love you guys, and I don't want this to be a monologue. I want this to be a conversation. So we're going to go ahead and get started in today's topic because if you saw the title, to me, it is super, super juicy because overall, you guys know that we are focusing this next year on manifesting money with God. This is partly for you, of course, of course, of course. I'm inviting you into this experience. But right now, I have to be honest, I have a little bit of a selfish like motive. This is also for me. And it is for me because you guys know that I am actively in the process of manifesting a mansion, a custom mansion, right? I am the creator of this mansion. It is something that God put the vision for this house and how it will look and where the rooms are and how the home will flow. Like it's all inside of me and it's all inside of my head, right? And so God put this literally, He put this vision inside of me. Um, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to create a custom mansion. So, if you're going to create a custom mansion, if that's going to be your physical desire on the earth, then you have to have the money and the financial resources in order to support that, right? Because over here in my community, we are both spiritual, We can get woo woo with the best of the woo woo people, but we are also grounded, right? So we come back to planet Earth and we take what God gives us in the invisible world and we bring it back here into the real world and we manifest it, we bring it forth. So for those of you who are new to manifestation, I try to make things simple. Manifestation is just the art of bringing your desires into your reality. That's it. That's all manifestation is. It is the art of bringing your desires, what's invisible, what you want, into your reality. And then for those of us who are at the higher levels of manifestation, because you're always manifesting, the law of manifestation is always working in your life. No matter what, you're either manifesting the things you want intentionally or deliberately, or the law is working and your environment that you were born into, what people have, what people have put onto you, the heartbreaks, other people are manifesting what they want on you, right? So either you're deliberate about what you're bringing forth in your life, or someone else or something else is running a code in your being and you're manifesting other people's desires, right? So if unfortunately, let's say you had a parent that was like an had a issue with addiction or abuse, and that's what they put on you as a child, well, you're manifesting a lot of times symptoms of someone else's baggage, because as kids we're brought into an environment we don't know. So this healing work and coming into healing containers that really speak to you, it's about reshaping your life so that you're manifesting what your desires are, not all of the wacky, weird, and sometimes good things that come into your life, right? So you guys are a part of my manifestation. I want to co-create a community of women who are literally committed to bringing forth their heart's desires, and they're doing it with high level energy, right? And when I say high level energy, I mean they're coming from a good place. They're coming from a wonderful place, which a wonderful place is about having their hearts right, having their spirits right. If you come from the church like me, you may say your heart or your spirit. If you're coming from the new age world, you may say your energy or your vibe, right? So that's just the language that we're using to describe really that we want good people in our lives and that we want positive things in our life. That is a something that I believe a vast majority of people really do want. I think we live in a world where people don't know how to have it, so you get all the weird like deviations. But I do think that if you are following me, at least, you are a person that is generally like your heart is good. Like I ward out, I pray against and stand against people who are coming into my life, my community in any capacity, who do not have genuine they don't have genuine hearts, genuine love, genuine affection, genuine positivity, and genuine like flow, riches, and fortune, right? That's if you come in Landasha's world, that's what you have, right? And we're growing that more. We're ever evolving into becoming better versions of ourselves. So if this is your thing, you're in the right place. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that I don't know why I started there. I kind of whenever it's time to really um listen to God and speak to you guys, I try to let him flow the way that he needs to flow. And so somebody might have just needed a refresher on what manifestation is. I don't know, but we're going to go with it. So for today's lesson, before we get into our shopping, and I was going to ask you guys, as you come in, I know you may be in and out because it's lunchtime, but I was going to ask you if you wanted to start with the shopping in the haul or if you want to start with the lesson. But for those ladies who are usually on time, y'all are the ones that get the vote. So today I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start with the lesson, and we'll just kind of flow with it from there as you guys come in and out for lunch. So today's lesson is going to be about, it's a part of the Manifesting with God coursework that we're doing. So you guys on YouTube are kind of getting the pre-work, right? I'll send the students back to these lessons for the pre-work. You guys are getting the pre-work, but once we get into the course, those of you ladies who want to do the deeper inner healing work around manifesting money with God in this year container, we go deeper, right? We get into the meditations, we get into the exercises, we get into the journaling, we get into the live coaching where you tell me your unique situations and I coach you on those things. Here on YouTube, we keep it light, right? You ask me questions on YouTube. We'll do a Q&A. I'll give you guys the overall lesson and the stories around how these principles played out in my life. And then we go from there, right? And we just kind of, YouTube is fun, it's light, it's not the more deeper inner work. When we go into the deeper inner work, you kind of hit Savage Lindasha, you hit the Lindasha where, we got our boundaries, we can have our real talk. I don't do all that on YouTube, right? We keep it, we're wise because YouTube is a public platform, so we're very wise with how we use this platform. But when you come into my courses, when you come into working with me one-on-one, we dig down deep and we get into the good stuff. So for today's lesson, the thing that I really want to share with you guys about cultivating and bringing forth the best that God has for you, right? I know for me, I have like two names that I have given my best energy when it comes to connecting my desires that come from the immaterial world, the desires that come from the immaterial, invisible quantum world, with my actual like physical reality, right? Meaning what I've been able to bring forth here. And diamond energy is the term that I've coined and that I use to talk about, manifesting God's best for me, right? When I think about a diamond, I think about the best, like my ultimate dream diamond, right? And y'all go get Curtis because he like my wife, child, is like a Harry Winston diamond, right? I think Harry Winston, the one of the only boutiques that I know they have off the top of my head in the country is in Vegas. I actually stayed at the property. I can't remember if it's the Bellagio or what, but I've stayed at the property where the Harry Winston boutique is. And so I like stalked the boutique because it's just something about a Harry Winston diamond to me that's very classic, that's very timeless. It's it's the quintessential diamond, right? So your diamond energy for me is the type of power, it is the type of activation, the type of invisible energy that literally is it's God giving you his best, right? When God, if those of you who have a relationship with God, when he speaks something to you, when you have a nudge, an inclination, when something feels really good to your heart and you really can't explain why, to me, those are like those serendipity things that come from God. They're like God winks. And so whenever I have those, I'll jot it down in my handy dandy journal, or I will put it in my phone because you want to capture that from in your diamond energy. Those are like your little golden nuggets that are unique to you, right? That there are so many things speaking to you in the world right now. And God is one of those things, right? God is consistently moving to make life better. That is just what he does. He wants life to flourish. God is a good God, right? So he's consistently moving in order to get you into a better place in life. And God will drop these signs. You'll be at the grocery store and you'll see somebody and they'll be like, oh, they'll have the perfect outfit that you've been thinking about. And maybe it's a sign for God to say, hey, ask that person a question. Hey girl, where'd you get your earrings? Right? It happens to me in so many ways now because I'm an open receiving vessel for God to do it. I literally, like, when you're at the higher stages of manifestation, i.e., you've worked through all of your wounds or a lot of your wounds, and you can take and accept God's best, you can receive God's best. When you get to this stage, it's like stuff is just dropping. I'm not even trying. Sometimes I'll think of something that I want, literally, and I'll go somewhere and the person will say it. They won't even know like that I wanted that thing or needed that thing. That's how, I don't want to say, I guess people say in tune, but in tune with God that I am, and then also grounded on the earth, right? And as things need to come into my reality about what's going on in the world, my friends may bring it, my mom may bring it, my cousins may bring it, all of that kind of stuff. And that's how I stay connected with the world. But when you are committed to your best life, the way that I am, When you are committed to your elevation journey, when you are committed to experiencing the best that life has to offer, do you guys see how I light up when I say this? Like, it's my thing. When you are committed to that, that does require that your energy may not be able to stay in certain environments too long, because it's just like this, it's like a spiritual war. You're like, you're girded against it. So when it comes to my money life, this becomes a very, very important topic. And so, like, the diamond energy is you dealing with the invisible part of God's best. And that is the first place, right? So, when you sign up for Manifest with God, right, we meet on Tuesdays. We meet 2 Tuesdays out of the month every month. It's the longest way you can work with me right now in a group container. But this lesson, the last 2 lessons we've had on YouTube, will go deeper into how do you heal these things, right? So when you are cultivating your diamond energy, when you are cultivating your diamond energy, what has to happen is you have to begin to open yourself more to God's invisible world, right? And some of you will say universe, some of you will say source, some of you will say creator. God has multiple names depending on, where you are in your relationship and faith walk with God, and also which spiritual house you come from. So I come from the spiritual house of Christianity. You guys know that. It's something that I love. That is how I connect most with God, is through the person of Christ. And the person of Christ being like the highest teacher and guide in this current world, it would be what I say, right? My faith teaches that he is the third person of God, right? But that is how I connect very well to God through the message of Christ, right? And some of you connect through God through the law of manifestation, the law of attraction. I know that's a lot. There are some of you who connect to God, you feel like the strongest through Islam or through Allah. I connect through Jehovah or Yahweh, right? That was his purest name revealed with Moses, was Yahweh. When Moses said, "Hey, what do I tell Pharaoh? Talking about free your people. Who do I tell him sent me?" And God revealed himself as Yahweh, which really, if you're Hebrew, I'm not Hebrew, I'm black, okay? But if you're Hebrew, I've heard rabbis say it whereby they're like, it really meant breath. It's like is what God was saying. He was just saying, I am breath, right? Tell him I am breath sent you. So that's powerful to me, right? That's powerful to me, especially in this Lionsgate portal. Those of you who are in the New Age philosophy, if you are talking about this current Lionsgate portal and it being a strong portal of power and spiritual enlightenment, God being the God of breath, that is who I'm referring to. That being starts everything. And from there, the rest of us pick up these nudges who yield to him, right? Who really like are like, I want to connect with you. Every human doesn't want to connect with God, and that's fine. If you are here and you like, okay, Lindasha, I get it. I'm here for the millions, right? That's totally fine too. So you just kind of got to sit through the God work for a little bit until we get to the grounded work, right? So once you leave the God space, because humans are both, from my teachings, connected to God, and we're also connected to ourselves, the earth, and each other. Once you leave the God space, you got to bring it down here to earth. Why? Because that's where humans live. Okay. If you're that person who just want to stay out here in your diamond energy and be, nothing's wrong with it. This is your soft life. This is a lot. The feminine embraces the diamond energy. We are very, very close to mysticism and lightness and all of that kind of stuff. We are, like, I like to coin it like, we are the orgasm, right? This is the stuff that gets us high. Very often we're awakened. We're just like, oh my God, I feel so good. The feminine is all about feeling good, right? Feeling good, being abundant, being happy, glowing, being bright. And those of us who are very rooted in our femininity, practically, we know that that brightness, that attraction comes from us doing our diamond energy work, our God work, our invisible work, the work on our mindsets, our emotions, and really like almost sowing these amazing deposits in that part of our life, right? So if you're going to bring forth God's best, the best that he has for you, and if you're going to cultivate that and call that into your life, you're going to have to start with your faith. You're going to have to start with clearing out all of the things that have attached your belief, right? That have attached to your belief and have you like believing less for yourself, believing less about yourself, right? So you guys know I also teach the 3 stages of manifestation are being, doing, and then receiving. So the being energy is this God energy, is your diamond energy. And you have women, I would say, like, it's not a disrespect. We've all been there, but a girl who is like in her pebble energy, right? And pebbles are like, you can find them anywhere, right? She's living life based off of like just being so common and available to everybody. She may be in a stage in her life where she's opening her body to multiple men. She does not understand the power of having major discretion when it comes to who she gives her body to intimately. She's like everywhere, available to everyone at all times, and all they're giving her is crap, right? She's in her pebble energy, and we've all been there. That girl would not necessarily, she may listen to this response, but because she has so many wounds from letting people put their trash on her, raise your hand if you've ever been in your pebble energy, or you haven't had an area of life where you were a pebble. I have an area. I was never fully a pebble because my family really protected me, which is one of the biggest things I would say to you guys as you are on your manifestation journey. Like that, protect your energy, right? Like protect your daughters, right? So I didn't have a full pebble experience, but I had a pebble area, which was the money area for me because I grew up, you guys know, the oldest daughter of a single parent. So, there weren't a ton of resources. Even though my mom, my grandmother, and my aunt did the best that they could, they were my primary caregivers. The masculine embodies money, right? They are the part of God that shows provision. That's why when I say you want a provider male for your husband, they are known, like, literally men have always been the gatekeepers with wealth in terms of money and being able to receive it. This is a new phenomenon for us as women to also be able to tap into Gyra in this way and earn our own money. But we were historically for years and years and years relying upon the man. And even still, because that's in our history and psyche, I'm going to always teach from, even if you think biological and evolution, you need to teach that the man needs to be the provider. Y'all, we have not come out of that in our awareness as a species yet. Men are supposed to provide. That is their God-given energy. That's the energy they've been in for all of history. And 50 years in America ain't going to change that. So if you're watching this and you all about taking care of a man, I respect that. But at the same time, I view that as a mother-son relationship. I'm very much so a fan of the husband-wife energy, the I love you, even if you're dating, the provider receiver energy, right? I am the receiver, I'm the woman. So the woman brings great energy. She brings great emotional intelligence. This is why you cultivate your diamond energy. But the man brings the money, right? That needs to be, if you're going to interrupt your good juice, like me, I got a good vibe going on. If I'm going to interrupt that for a man, he needs to be able to provide. So that is the first thing. Sorry, guys, that was my architect. Y'all know I'm building a mansion, so my architect just dialed in. He probably had a talk with the city or something, and he wanted to give me an update. So I'll call him later. But yes, girl, we're moving forward with the mansion. Okay. I'm back. The second part that we're cultivating, and as I bring this in, literally, this is what we're going to be talking about in Paris, ladies. So you guys know I've been talking about Paris in my last 2 or 3 videos. I'm inviting you guys to Paris, France for Valentine's Day next year. It's going to be amazing. I've been searching for the properties and seeing which property we're going to host the event at. Y'all, I am in love. Paris is my favorite city. Y'all know that. I am in love with Paris. In love, in love, in love. I'm getting deeper in love with the city. I've been six times in my life, and I know I want to own a property in Paris. I know that I want to, like, of course, host events in Paris for you guys, you ladies who love to travel the world like me. I'm calling you in, my world travelers. If you haven't started your world travel era, get ready, come with Lindasha. I would love, love, love to be your portal into world travel. I have a lot of experience with it. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing time. And our live event in Paris is going to be on this topic. It's going to be called Miss Millionaires, Miss Millionaires. And let me put, go ahead and put the link in the chat for you guys. For those of you who want the early bird price for the ticket, this is for the ticket only. Miss Millionaires. Yes, yes, yes. It's birth. I got, look, it's in my courses. Y'all can see it online now and all. And we're going to continue to add details as time comes. But for those of you who are like, I'm there, Paris on Valentine's Day, of course. Why the hell not? Those of you who are there, go ahead, get that early bird price because the tickets are going to expand. Yes, expand and increase. I'm thinking we will hold the early bird price right now. My spirit is saying about 2 weeks. That's what I'm feeling, like 14 days. So over the next 14 days, you guys think about it, pray about it, and get that ticket. But it's an amazing price, right? It's right now we're gonna honor the Lionsgate portal and send Lionsgate out. So I'm gonna hold it for 2 weeks after. I think the portal ends on 8/12. So while God has this beautiful door open of spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment, all of that stuff, while the whole world, not everybody, but those of us who are into spiritual things, while we are all in the same place, having our hearts open and ready and aligned for manifesting the best, I want to hold down Lionsgate as we close out this portal. Something just went through me, number one. So I just amen. But it'll be probably for about 2 weeks to close out Lionsgate. And we'll have the tickets for $888 while it is here. We are going to be literally digging into what it means to connect our diamond energy and our Miss Millionaires energy together. And our Miss Millionaires energy moving into that is about us cultivating and setting up the practical practices, right? I'm a lawyer. You guys know that. I do not give legal advice or specific financial advice through my life coaching channel. If you would like to literally hire me as an attorney, you have to go through that particular container just because the bar has rules for me there. And I never want to dishonor all of the work that I have done as an attorney there. And, you know, you like, we following that and she done got disbarred, right? We don't want that. We stay barred. We honor the rules of my profession. So if you feel like you want to hire me in that capacity, we'll go through there and make sure that you are a fit and that I'm able to assist you with all those state rules and everything like that. But outside of my profession as an attorney, which makes me a fiduciary of other people's monies, right? I have a responsibility when I carry other people's monies in certain capacity to not spend it and use it wrong, right? So I have a high bar, a high bar there as an attorney. But in this capacity as life coach, I get to teach you guys personally what influences my mindset and my emotions and how I practically set up my life to receive millions of dollars, right? Building this mansion, you cannot be afraid of millions if you're going to build a mansion, right? The mansion, like, you know, the budget for the mansion just for the build, I think is $4 to $5 million. That's literally not even including the land and some other things. Now, as we get into the market, we won't overbuild, but that's what, you know, kind of God set in my heart for the home that I want to build as my first mansion, is developing my first mansion. And so when it comes to your Miss Millionaires energy, Miss Millionaires, you have to be in a place where you can receive money and you can receive money in abundant ways. And my poverty consciousness is what kept me from being able to bring forth God's best in that area, right? Growing up in a town where most people in my background, they were from a manufacturing background, right? That's what my hometown has a ton of. They have a ton of plants. If you're from a small town, put it in the chat. You know what I'm talking about, right? And so I come from a town of plants. And so in manufacturing and plants, that's the only way people in my town of 26,000 people where I grew up, that was all that they really knew about making money. And when they traveled, it was in my whole state, there were so many plants, they would kind of go back to that way of earning money as opposed to, like, you know, kind of growing their money mindsets or whatever else. And so because of the internet, number one, we are able to do a bit more, but That's just what it was for my hometown. And even still, that is the base, the foundation for most people's financial life in my hometown has been through the plants. It's a beautiful thing, right, for starting your financial journey. But working in manufacturing as an operator is definitely not going to give you the ability to buy a mansion. So for me, having a set of gifts when it comes to my Miss Millionaires era and this era of inviting millions and bringing in millions, and even now having one of the biggest like real estate days of my whole life last month when I turned 36. I ain't announced it except for to the people who can handle those type of numbers, right? I won't put that up publicly, but being in a place where my family is now starting to receive on these levels, I am knowing like there are so many women who are coming behind me that want this information. So in Paris, that's what we're going to do. We're going to spiritually grid those two things for you ladies. I've put the link here for whenever you come in. We are literally connecting God with our millions and we're manifesting money with God. In Paris, what's going to happen? The difference between Miss Millionaires in Paris and Manifest Money with God, which is my year-long cohort, those of you who have already advanced in manifesting, kind of like me, you've been manifesting things a lot in your life. You've been turning your desires into your reality since you was 3 4. You're not afraid of manifestation. You don't get scared. It doesn't challenge your beliefs with God. You don't go in a faith crisis when you say it. You just understand this is how God works. You take it from the invisible and you bring it into the physical, and there's a process, right? Miss Millionaires in Paris is for you, right? It's for the advanced woman in manifestation, but you are the woman who can't quite heal or can't quite see your blind spots into why as to why your millions have not shown up yet. You believe you know God has it there, but you can't quite like get it done. But you're so fast with manifestation, you only need a day of all of my content in order to produce that, right? That's all you need, right? We may do a 2 day. I don't know if you come in on the early bird price. Hi, love. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Girl. If you watched last week, I was trying to figure out what to do with these twists. So I'm glad you like it. I feel like I got a good style here. I may try a high bun too, but I appreciate that. So at the when it comes to that's the 1 day, so you can receive fast, implement it, and keep moving on with your life. If you know you have deeper wounds the way I did, right? I had to invest in other people's money containers. The community of rich women that I'm a part of now, I spent since what was it, October of 2021, building up my millionaires energy by literally intentionally connecting with other multimillionaires, right? I went far with it, right? So I needed a year to really excavate my wounds and go in and do deeper work. So Manifest with God is the year container. That's for those ladies who you got to do the deeper work, right? And you spend a whole year with me. You have me one-on-one to talk out those really intimate things that you don't talk to people about, those really hard money wounds of things you had to do when you were in poverty in order to just survive that are so embarrassing, right? You like, I don't want to tell a soul, but we got to start uprooting that and bringing light to it, right? Because you've been holding it for so long, those secrets, thinking that you were by yourself and you weren't. But those of us who came from extreme poverty, we understand what kind of has to go down sometimes in order for you to get out of those experiences. So coming in this container is about you are at a stage where you've gotten out of you made it through the poverty debacle and you're earning money. Maybe you're earning upper fives, maybe you're already earning your 6 figures, but you want to keep going further. Like me, I knew I wanted to keep going past multiple 6 figures in my life and go into my 7 figure life, go into my 8 figure life, go into my 10 or 11, hashtag Jay-Z and Oprah. Okay, but put a heart if you feel me. You wanted to go into however far God wanted to take you. You are willing, but you got to uproot that stuff along the way. So come into my container. Let me be a light for you. And that is the two differences there. As we're talking about the money, I think we're going to go ahead and do the haul. So I'm unboxing. I was trying to wait for some of you until I unbox the shoes because some of y'all came just for the shoes and the shopping. Okay. And I get it. Because some of y'all coming to Paris with me, you're gonna be like, Landasha, we love you. We here for our inner work. But girl, we trying to go shop. You know we're gonna have shopping days. Okay, that won't be a part of the official program, but that will be once I see the community, once I see where you guys are in your luxury shopping. I can't wait for us to shop in Paris. I love, love, love shopping in Paris. Okay, I'm excited talking about it. I'm gonna stop. When I'm excited talking about it, I actually have my Dior bag right here that I'm looking at while I'm talking to you guys, because Dior in my city had to send my bag off so that I could get my name printed on it with the heart. And so one of my girlfriends put me on about it. She was like, go get your name printed on it. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, go back to Dior, get your name on it and all. So, hey, Abby, she also styles me sometimes. She turned me on to how to do that with Dior. And girl, they had to send my bag back to Paris. And I was like, I told them, I said, I'm trying to wear this on my next trip. Like, what you mean? They were like, well, man, we got to send it off to Paris. It's going to be about 3 weeks before it comes back. So I bought the bag, wore it on my trip, and then came back to the store and had them send it off to Paris. So much of luxury and life is in Paris. And I want you guys, if you're into your global travel, let me be your portal, because your girl, we about to have fun. Restaurants, all of it. It's going to be beautiful. The inner work part is only one day. It's going to be on Valentine's Day. But again, we'll have all these other events set up for you guys around it if you decide to come. But either way, you guys, in terms of my haul, let's get to that part. We'll talk about the millions later. But this weekend, I went shopping and found some great, great things. I was in Front Gate shopping for the mansion, getting my aesthetics together, getting my team together of decorators. And so while I was shopping for bigger items for the home, which is not built yet, I always kind of make sure to pull in inspiration from my mansion into my current home. It's one of the tactics I teach you guys about bridging your identity. As I am becoming the woman who is living in her dream mansion, one day we're going to have our lives there. We are going to also make sure that we know how it smells. And so I bought this candle from Front Gate. I don't know if you guys have heard about Front Gate. Maybe some of you know Front Gate. Put it in the chat if you've heard of it. If you've not heard of it, be like, girl, what are you talking about? But if you know Front Gate, Google, you can Google it, of course, too. But if you guys are familiar with the store, let me know. But they had these candles by LAFCO. The LAFCO signature candles is who they carry. They carry one more line. And I bought Retreat. And look, like, I didn't even mean for this to work out today. I wasn't trying to match the candle. But literally, this candle is heavenly. And so I wanted to share it with my audience today. I think it was like, it was about $70. So, Carissa, oh, so exciting. Yes. So exciting. So exciting. So I love this candle, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. I know some of y'all are like, girl, we're not about to put no $70 to no candle right now. We're manifesting our money too. We're enrolling in the courses and we're doing our work. But whenever you get a chance, even if you can stop by, or if LAFCO goes somewhere else, I can't remember who else uses LAFCO candles from the stores I shop at. So that's why I wanted to put you guys on this. Maybe you can buy it offline. It's delicious. Also, a kind of expert tip and pro tip. What I do with candles, if I hear about a candle that I like and I can't like physically go and get it, I will email the company. I'm that girl. I'll email the company and tell them, hey, I heard a great review about one of your candles. Do you guys have a sample that you can send or mail to me before I purchase it online? So that's a pro tip for y'all. Don't say Landasha ain't give y'all that. Y'all know I be trying to like put y'all on game on how we really do it over here. And so candle companies have sent me tons of samples, y'all. And they're like, try it out in your room, because we know fragrances, all candles don't project well. So some project well when you light it, and some don't project well at all. Like you buy it, you don't even smell the difference. And then some candles are so strong that when you open them and just sit them, the quality of the fragrances literally begin to fill the room just from opening it. You don't even have to light it. That was this candle. Okay, so don't say I ain't tell you nothing. I'll rave, child. I probably could sell a lot of this stuff. So I'm gonna email Front Gate too and say, hey, I might need to tell them send me some samples or something and let me review it on my YouTube channel. But that was amazing. And then my second find, which is why you guys, I know some of you saw me put it here. I'm going to finally unbox these shoes that I bought from YSL. Look at this bag, first of all. It's been, if you guys can see, I've had it kind of sitting. I bought these shoes like a few weeks ago actually, and I just kind of sat it down, and because I wanted to like really unbox it. I was like, I haven't done any luxury unboxing on my channel. Let me know if y'all like this. I'm late for the party. Hey, yes, party girl. Look, you can go back and watch it in a little bit. Look, I'm always late to somebody party too. Means we were getting cute. That's what it means. The YSL shoes, I bought these a few weeks ago. Hold on one second. Let me get them out the bag. And so I've never done an unboxing here. I've never done an unboxing here. So you can see the rep kind of wrap these beautifully. The story behind these shoes, right? Because I build my luxury collection very intentionally. Very intentionally. And I always advise ladies and people to do you can do it however you want. Your money kind of is what will determine some of your luxury purchases. But because I was coming from, that background where money was funny, I had to build mine intentionally, which meant AKA a little bit slower than the rest. So that kind of energy still follows my luxury shopping. I haven't necessarily broken through that particular limitation yet. One day, maybe when it's like, amen, when I'm really, really fully healed, but inner work happens in layers. So we're opening here. It's the boxes here. This is the top. I think I kind of scratched it or bent it or something in the car, but either way. So here you see the shoes are kind of sitting in there. You get the first glimpse. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm so excited. The first glimpse of these YSLs. I can't remember the name. They are the YSL Jippy. Is that the name? In black. They also may be called the Ayers. I'll have to see. That's the name on the side of the box. And so as I unveiled, y'all, tell me thank you, Pearl. I appreciate it. Thank you. I feel yummy today. We gotta bring this. This need to be the new energy of my YouTube channel. I feel like, right? Just like we're gonna do the inner work, but I want to give y'all all of Lindasha too, because I be having fun. I have a good time. I love having a good time. So look at these beauties, y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all know I love heels. Look at these. Just aren't they sexy? I was telling you the story. So the story behind these shoes, I saw them in one of the department stores. I think it was Saks or somewhere that I shop. One of the department stores, Saks, Neiman, somebody. Went to the lady and I was like, hey, do you have this in my size, European size style? I gave her my range because I always have to try on the shoes because I have a range in European style shoes. They're cut very narrow. She was like, no, but try YSL directly. I go to the boutique directly. I was like, I found these shoes. I only had a picture. I was like, I need them. I don't know the name. Where are they? The reps look, the guy goes in and he says, yes, we still have the shoe, Lindasha. Oh, hold on. I'm still unboxing, y'all. That's in there. They were like, yes, we still have the shoe. Let me sit it down. This one down. But we only have literally like one pair left in your size. And so I asked him, I was like, do y'all say that as a sales tactic? He was like, absolutely not. He said, no luxury brand lies about our collections in that way because we don't make a lot of them, right? And he's like, we don't lie about that to you guys. They are gorgeous. Yes, aren't they cute? So I'm giving y'all all my little tip. Look, as we all rise into luxury, because remember, we all get to be rich, we all get to glow, we all get to be cute. That's what I teach here. There's room for everybody. And in an abundant world, that's what we teach. But either way, so we just have to do our inner work and grow into it, right? But there's room here. So he goes and he's like, no, we don't lie to you. This is like the last pair in your size. The pair you saw was the last pair in that size. So the girls basically saw these shoes and we all over the world ate them up. YSL ain't got no more, basically. And so I was like, this is giving Marjorie Harvey, right? Like, I feel like it's something Marjorie would wear. I got to channel my inner Marjorie Harvey whenever I get these shoes. I tapped one of my stylists to help me style for this. So my next photo shoot, these are going to be the center shoe. So I'm going to shout y'all out for my unboxing. And so that's the unboxing of the shoes. Of course, all of the luxury items always come with the travel bags. If you guys have never purchased, or if you have purchased, you know. But if you're new to the luxury world, we have our travel bags. One of the things I like about Yves Saint Laurent, I have a few pairs of shoes by YSL, is that they always give you two. They give you one for each shoe. Christian Louboutin does the same thing. I can't remember if Valentino does. I have a pair of Valentinos as well. I can't remember if they do, if they include two, but they always include two. But honestly, I typically pack my shoes in one bag. They both fit in one, but they do that so that the shoe doesn't get scratched, right? So that you don't have one shoe that's scratching the other. These are major investments. So that's one of the kind of the science I think behind giving you two bags, but I've never used two. Maybe on my nude heels, I'll use two every now and then, but usually I just turn them on their back and then just pack them really safely. So I'd never put my luxury items, just so those of you also who are coming with us to Paris and you're going to be bringing your nice pieces. I never put my luxury items in a check-on bag. If I can't carry it on me, I don't travel with it, right? So we like to be we live in God's beautiful world. We're always protected, but we're also very smart over here. So we use our wisdom so that we don't have to pay that wealthy woman tax where people see you and they think, oh, you're rich and you're silly. No, we're not. We're rich and we're smart over here. And so we don't pay the wealthy woman tax and go overboard. So all of my luxury items are always on me when I travel directly. So that is our live for today. All the links I will make sure to Manifest with Money. If you need that year-long container to sign up with me twice a month with Manifest Money with God, but we're going to be talking about it weekly on my YouTube channel. Either way, giving you guys the pre-work. Your homework for today with your diamond energy lesson that we talked about earlier is to pull out your journals, and I want you to literally get a vision for your diamond energy. If you've never heard of this term, if it's new to you, I want you to pull out your journal. I want you to sit down, listen to the lesson on that, and really cultivate what your diamond energy looks like now. When you think about yourself as a jewel, as something precious, as something high value, what does she look like? Who is she, right? Start inviting her presence into your life. And that will be your homework for the pre-work tonight. And those of you who are coming with us, we will meet. Do we meet this upcoming Tuesday? I will watch the replay. Yes, you're welcome. Yes, I'm glad I'm intentionally like showing up more here because I love the work, so I appreciate you guys for wanting to hear from me, and the least I can do is actually show up and share all of this goodness with you as we are all growing, right? We need everybody, every good voice we can have right now, we need it. So like this video as you're on your way out. I appreciate you guys, and we'll be able to go from there. I will see you next week. We're meeting on YouTube either Wednesday or Friday of next week. Next week, I want to say. I have to look at my calendar, but I will announce an hour before I get on and try to give you guys a heads up, okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye.